So 2:15, right? So we'll go till 3, about. And first things first. Oh, thank you, Bonnie and Ruba and everybody here for having me. That would be the first thing first. It's a pleasure to come back. And second things, I don't like to plan these talks, really. So it'll be awkward for the first couple minutes, or actually it might be awkward for the whole time, but what I like to do is try to get a roll on. So I'll be kind of fumbling for a direction, and hopefully we'll get some steam. And another thing that I'd like you to know is I like it when people ask questions during. I think it kind of helps me figure out what I'm talking about. So please feel free to raise your hands and just try to like say, hey, what's up, or request things or whatever. Okay, so I think in the name of fun, we're going to try something, and I have a feeling it's not going to work out, but we're going to try it, and then we'll see how that goes. And then if not, I'll go back to talking about the works in the show. I know I'm going to try to talk about the works in the show because I feel like that's, I mean, you know, that's probably what I should do. But first, I screened a video here like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I can't remember. It was called Selected Single Channel Works. And it was a one-night screening, and it was a video I made especially for that screening. And it was kind of just a bunch of videos that I had made and some junk that I had lying around on my hard drive and all this kind of stuff that I've mashed together into 50 minutes. And so what I thought we could try is I could play that video and try to do a director's commentary over it in order for it to get me going. Do you know what I mean? It might end up being too complicated because it's really only tenuously related to the show, so I might have to stop, but that's what we're gonna try first, okay? That sounds okay, right? So hopefully I'm gonna try to talk, and this will just be going in the background. Okay. So again, this is a video that I made just for MOCA, and we're gonna try to do a director's commentary. Okay, so, first, okay, good. This is getting me going. Here we go. So this is the title of the video, and the font is, you'll notice Comic Sans, and Comic Sans is, oh wait, let me put the microphone down, hold on. I thought I was gonna start roaming around, but already I need to use the computer. I got it. Okay. Comic Sans. Okay, so that gets us to one of the works in the show. Great, this is already happening. Okay, good. Because I want to try to like make a narrative or something. So, one of my biggest interests in the whole world, ever since the early 90s, is the internet. And especially the way people express themselves on the internet. And Comic Sans, I think, has a lot to do with that. Now, Comic Sans is the font that you just saw. C-O-M-I-C. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this. We'll go to the Ban Comic Sans site, which is a site of people dedicated to getting people to never use it. Oh, look, I'm on there. Hey, we're on there. I didn't know that. Yeah. They probably say something nasty. Okay, they don't say, okay, good. Well, anyway, so it's a site, you know, so this font that you see, well, we'll go to the MOCA site. MOCA, Miami. Comic Sans is a kind of really common font that came on Microsoft 95, and it was kind of, it has a really nice purpose. It was invented, as to like make a friendly font that that kind of kids could use, and so it had a really good intention. And then, of course, I don't know, for those who are unfamiliar with its use in the world, it kind of proliferated throughout the world, and it ends up a lot in kind of like office memos or poorly designed homes pages. It's a kind of font which expresses kind of joy with the world in a kind of silly way, and that's why people want to ban it. But I like it, and so for this project, I just switched the font of the MOCA site to Comic Sans. So for those of you who haven't seen it, you can just go all over. This project came from an earlier iteration that I had done where in the 2008 Whitney Biennial, a group of artists named, here, let's go to my website. Dexter Sinister were in the Biennial. They then asked other artists to collaborate with them on making alternative press releases for the Whitney. And for that project, I took the Whitney Biennial press release, the real one, and I then typeset it into Comic Sans, and then through Dexter Sinister, who had the actual press email list of the Whitney, we resent it out to the Whitney press list. And amazingly, they said nobody noticed. So I'll show you that right now. I think we're gonna get a download here. So that's what this looks like. So this was in 2008. Not bad, right? Okay, good, so if I could talk more about my interest in kind of websites and vernacular use of websites, I have a section of my website. This is my website, Cory Arcangel's Internet Portfolio website and portal. There's a section of it called Hot Links, and it is a kind of section where I link to sites around the web. So if you ever want to check it out, I'm often linking to really kind of good examples of websites. Let's see if I could find some. Okay, this is going to be hard, of course, because now I'm, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Oh, cats on iPads, right? We don't need to link to that. This is us aside. Do you know that romantic comedies are now called rom-coms?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's an aside. Let's go back. Here, let me see if I can tell you what I'm talking about here. That video, okay, hold on. So here, this is kind of where my hotlinks get pulled from. And if you go to the term called dirt style, which is my tag for types of sites that look kind of, that have a certain look towards them. Okay, well here's one. Deep Purple's unofficial homepage. This, I think, is really important. These are the type of sites that I like. Here we go, we found a good one. Think about the way that this is phrased. The apostrophe S, so this is just a homepage that I found on the internet. Now the apostrophe S indicates it's a possessive, right? So that indicates that this, like Deep Purple, comma S means this is Deep Purple's, right? Deep Purple has something to do with this. So I think the combination of the apostrophe S and the word unofficial after it is a kind of big leap forward for for web vernacular. Does that make sense? Because of course it's not Deep Purple's anything, because it's unofficial. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm interested in on the web, how people use the internet, how the language happens on the internet. Okay, so let's go back to the video. I don't know if this is going so well, but we'll keep going. Are there any questions?